It's the dome. It's the dome. 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 In the dome. It's a sneaker dome. With the cream, the crops. We got the ones and twos. This shit don't stop. Walk up in the building, my shit gon' pop. Never know what I got in the box. Over your 12, swag too easy. Need my own sneakers, call up, yeah, easy. We don't wait.
Sneaker fam, welcome to a brand new episode of the Sneaker Dome. I am your host, Sneaker James, aka the Shoe Freak, aka the dude next door with all the kicks. Coming through with my first episode of 2019, and let me take this time to say Happy New Year's. Alright, now, if you've been following the channel for a while, first, salute, thank you for all the love, all the support for the past few years. Also, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know I've been talking about doing a special episode strictly for women called Chicks with Kicks. So without further ado, I'm not gonna hold you guys up. We're gonna get right into it. It's a 3-part series. The first person up is V's Kicks, a super cool young lady all the way from the A. Without further ado, like I said, man, I'm not gonna hold you guys up. Show some love for V's Kicks.
Guys, this is V's Kicks, and today I am coming with the top 5 shoes in my collection right now. But before I jump into that, I want to give a big shout out to the sneaker fam, the Shoe Freak. This is definitely dope. Putting this together, this female sneakerhead series. You know, you gotta support the female sneakerheads. But I think this is really dope, and I'm really happy and appreciate you reaching out to me to be a part of this. So let's go ahead and jump right into my picks. Now, I will start this off by saying that these are not like the all-time top 5 shoes in my collection, but these are the top 5 in my collection right now. And next year, it could change. Now, there is one shoe that it will probably always be in my top 5. And we'll go ahead and start it off with that one now. It's going to be the OG Grant Hill. Now, I do own this shoe. However, I don't have it in my possession right now. I'm in the process of selling my condo and moving into a new house, so a lot of my shoes are in storage. So when the sneaker fam reached out to me to do this, I thought I grabbed everything I wanted, but I accidentally packed that one. So this is my top shoe in my collection, and like I said, this shoe will probably never change, and it is the OG Grant Hill. And here is some footage of me actually with the shoe, reviewing it on a video I did on my channel. Now this shoe is always going to be the top in my collection because this is one of the shoes that definitely got me into the sneaker game. Growing up in Detroit, and this is when Grant Hill was playing for the Pistons, and this was probably like one of the hottest shoes out. Now, I was younger, didn't have a job, couldn't afford shoes like that, so I didn't get it. But seeing everybody with it, seeing everybody looking fly, you know, on TV and everything, like that really made me want this shoe. And the first opportunity I was able to get it as an adult, I got it. And I probably would have paid any amount of money for it, but luckily I got it for like the $100. But so this is like I said, this is shoe would probably never change. This is always going to be a top shoe in my collection because, like I said, this is probably one of the first shoes that really piqued my interest in the sneaker game. Now, I'm not a big sports fan or anything like that, but like I said, just growing up in Detroit, you know, of course you're rooting for the Pistons, you're in Detroit, and that culture, it definitely like, it did something to me, and I wanted the shoe. I got the shoe, and it definitely started my passion for sneakers. Now, the next shoe in my collection, I don't think I'm going in order, but we'll say number 2 right now, and that's gonna be this Concord 11. Now, this is the 2011 pair, and the reason, now this shoe probably wouldn't make it in my top 5 any other time, but I think it is right now because I am about to rock the mess out of this one, because you all know that this shoe is re-releasing like in a couple weeks, and I definitely will be getting it because I don't really wear this shoe a lot because I just don't want to like mess it up. Like, I just don't want to mess it up. So now that I'm about to get that pair, I am about to rock the mess out of these, and I know once I start rocking them hard, they're gonna look beat up, and then they're just gonna be some beaters, and then I'm gonna just have some Concord 11 beaters. But this is definitely the second shoe, top shoe in my collection, because it's a shoe that I really like. It's a shoe that I grew up looking at, and I just think it's really dope. And like I said, it's about to get some hard rockage because that other pair I'll have, so I won't feel like, oh my god, I'm messing these up. And I won't feel like it's so like limited, because when this 2011 pair released, it was crazy getting this. Like, it was bananas. Like, people broke into the mall, broke down the doors, was like trampling over people to get this shoe. And I luckily secured a pair, almost didn't. So this shoe was like, you know what, I went through all of this, I don't want to jack it up, but now that I'll have another pair, and this release is probably going to be a lot easier. I don't think I'm gonna really have to even try that hard. I definitely will be rocking this one really hard, and this is why this is the number 2 in my collection right now. So let's keep it going to the number 3 shoe in my collection right now. And that's definitely gonna be this Air Max Shine Witherspoon joint. Now this shoe is just, I just love this shoe. I totally didn't think I was gonna get it when I hit for it on a sneakers app earlier this year. And when I got it, I was just in like disbelief, and I have been rocking this shoe. Like, I'm not like just saving it or anything. I've been rocking this shoe, and I like this shoe a lot. You would think that you probably couldn't wear with anything, but honestly, with all the colors, like, you could just do whatever you want to do with this shoe, and I think that's why I really like it. I love all the little details on it with the shoelace tips, the patches, the inside. This is just a really dope shoe, and it's something different, and that's why this is definitely coming in as the top 3 shoe in my collection. Now this shoe probably, along with the OG Grand Heel, I don't think this, if I ever do a top 5, this shoe would probably be in there just because I really like this joint right here. Moving on, number 4, I think. Keeping it, I guess, with the Air Max theme, is definitely going to be these Air Max 97 gold joints. And I never knew my love for 97s, and this is why I said things could change like next year if I did a top 5, because this year I really was just all about Air Max 97s, and I like the last pair, I rock these a lot too. And I just love it. It's just like, I don't know, it's just so nice and gold, and with your hits are red, and I just feel like you can do a lot with it. Even it's probably a shoe that people think you couldn't, but I think you could do a lot with this shoe, and it's really dope. And like I said, I've really been feeling the Air Max 97s this year, and I think I got another pair of 97s. Actually, I think I got 2 more pair of 97s this year, so definitely a big Air Max 97 for me this year. So this gold joint had to go in there, especially since the first couple times they released, I missed it, and then this last time, I think everybody who wanted it had already had it, so it was just sitting in the store. Grab this joint, and it's definitely a head turner. You know, when I'm wearing these, I feel like somebody always compliments me on this shoe. So definitely a dope one, and the number 4 shoe in my collection, Gold Things Air Max 97. That brings me to the 5th shoe in my collection. That's like a top shoe for me right now, and honestly, this shoe would probably never be in a top 5 for me probably ever again, but this year I was really feeling it. And that is these cement 4 things. This is just a really dope, clean shoe. And, you know, it's one of those shoes, you know, sometimes Jordans come out and you gotta think about like, am I gonna get it? Am I not gonna get it? This is something when it drops, I'm like, I'm getting it. It's like a no-brainer. It's classic, it's clean. You can wear it with almost anything. The only thing is, this is definitely a summer shoe for me. Just because of the all white, you know, when you get into the jeans and stuff like that in the winter, you start bleeding on stuff, and it's just too much white for all that. But this is just a clean, classic shoe. Like, I feel like when I think of like OG clean classic Jordan, this is what I think of, and this is why this is going to be the number 5 top 5 shoe in my collection, the OG white cement for. Damn. So yeah, those are the top 5 shoes in my collection. And just to touch a little bit on, you know, females in the sneaker game, I definitely feel like a lot of opportunities have been, you know, coming up for females in the sneaker game. I think that you know, people are starting to recognize, you know, that females are making just as many waves in the sneaker game, you know, as the fellas. You know, and I just feel like, you know, I hope that we get to a point where it really doesn't have to be a female versus male sneaker. Cause I mean, you really don't say that. You don't say male sneakerhead, but you know, it has to be that female in front of sneakerhead. So I just hope that, you know, it gets to a point where, you know, everybody just sneakers heads, you know, everybody is looked at, you know, on the same playing field. Your collection isn't better than my collection because you have big grown man feet and I have GS, like, cause all the money is spending the same on these kicks, okay? But like I said, I'm definitely grateful that, you know, there has been a lot of buzz around female sneakerheads in the game, and that it is being noted that, you know, we go just as hard. So when people reach out to me to do things like that, do things like this, I'm always willing, just to show that, you know, there is such a variety and such a different mix. You know, all female sneakerheads aren't the same, just like all male sneakerheads aren't the same. So just to give, you know, everybody's voice, everybody's opinion, I think is super, super dope. And I just hope that, you know, females continue to have a voice and continue to do things like this, so that, you know, like I said, it will become a point where, you know, everybody is just a sneakerhead and we don't have to have these, you know, different variations or whatever. But again, I want to give a major shout out to the Shoe Freak for asking me to do this. So grateful to be a part of it. And that's all I got, guys. So hope you liked it.
Link in the bio weekly. We own nigga. Hit a song nigga. You know song nigga. Exclusive shit from the dome nigga. Take it down.